Welcome to Speed Round Sunday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share a mini episode from our past for your weekend listening pleasure. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. So a couple of weeks ago now, I think it was, over on the website Go Fug Yourself, they posed this question as part of a book giveaway they were doing. And I thought it was really fun to read the answers. So I want to ask you guys, what is the weirdest thing you have ever found? And just by the way, at least 3 people in the comments section of that post mentioned something about false teeth.
Oh,
but I have never personally found any false teeth. So,
oh boy, trying to think what I've ever found. I don't know that I've lost plenty of things. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what I might have found. Catherine, do you have a good answer to this? Start us off.
Yes,
prime our pumps.
My answer is that I was weeding or doing something outside in the flower beds, and I'm pretty sure it was in the springtime, so this would have been, something that was buried under snow and leaves for an extended period, and it was a DVD of an Olsen Twins movie. Not in a package, but just the DVD itself, but it was from a video store, and it was not near the sidewalk, It's not like it fell out of somebody's hand or their car or something. This was way up by the house where nobody would go except for us. But we had definitely not rented that movie. And yeah, it was super weird. I don't know where it came from or how it got there.
Wow.
Mary Kate and Ashley were hiding in our bushes.
Hiding out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So have you found something good, Nicole?
Well, interestingly enough, I can't think of anything in my past, but most recently I did find something that was kind of a bit shocking and alarming. As you know, I now have 2 cats in my house, and one of them enjoys being outside and has become very adept at culling the lizard population in my backyard.
Oh.
I am more than happy to have happen unless I have to find it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I have been finding them is when I go outside and, if I'm watering the plants or if I have to walk across my grass or whatever, walk across the patio or whatever, I will generally come across one. Well, last week I didn't come across just one, but I came across 3 of them, and there was 3 of them, that had been disposed of. They had passed. Mm-hmm. They were lying, all 3 of them were lying upside down in the grass, and their tails had fallen off. They had dropped their tails because they were scared before the alleged attacks that had happened.
Before the demise.
So coming across and finding these 3 poor lizards that had met their demise as a result of this cat we now have was a little shocking and a little unusual, and they all had their tails off. And it was quite a sight to see.
It's like a lizard serial killer in your neighborhood.
It was carnage.
Yeah.
Right there.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, it was. I had to say I did feel sorry for the lizards at that point. I felt
Even
bad.
though you generally can't stand them.
Even though I generally don't like them.
Right.
Yes. So that's my answer.
Okay. And I honestly can't think of anything. I know that I probably have at some point, but I'm mostly in the process of losing things. Perhaps other things people have found weird things that I have left behind.
That you've abandoned.
This might be one thing. When we moved into our house, the sale process was not the smoothest. We had some I will generously call them misunderstandings with the owners as to when we would want to move in and when when we would want to close and when they would need to move out. I think I might have talked about this here before, but so we kind of moved in with a slightly unsettled feeling that, had the people that lived here before booby-trapped things in some way because they were not happy with us. And we never did find anything except that there were pennies on the floor in various rooms. In most of the rooms, we have hardwood floors. And you would just walk into these empty rooms and there would be just a penny kind of sitting on the ground next to the wall. And for quite some time after we moved in, we would from time to time just spot another penny. And it's always made me think, listeners, if you know of anything, is there some sort of significance to leaving pennies behind in a place? Is it some sort of curse attached to it? Is there some bad mojo that you can put on a family by leaving pennies behind?
There actually is.
Is there?
Oh, no. It says, putting pennies in the corners of rooms for good luck.
Oh,
Okay.
for good luck.
Well, then I'm surprised they didn't pick them all up before they left, because I don't think they
It's
wanted to
all
leave us
over.
any good luck at all. But I kept
keep
thinking,
finding
all right, if I find all the pennies, then any bad stuff will go away. But what if when you find the last penny, that's when the bad stuff happens? So it's been hanging over my head. So I don't know if those pennies were weird or not. They may just have been, you know what, you move a sofa and the change that's been in it just kind of leaks as you go. But I always felt that was kind of weird.
Here's one. Hi, we moved into a new house a couple weeks ago, and since then I've been finding pennies constantly. They're all over the house. I pick them up and place them in my drawer, but I just keep finding new ones. Any ideas?
Aha.
It's
What
a
did they say?
thing.
Huh? It's a thing? Ooh.
So what was
All right,
the
well, now-
response to that?
Well, you don't want to know.
Oh.
I feel like I'm settling on my brother, and me. Is this like a Yahoo? Maybe I should send this to them.
There you go.
We'll talk later, Nicole.
Yeah.
All right.
Just Google it.
I'm getting a little freaked out now.
But let's just note how long you've lived in this house.
That's true, but you know what? There's been some times that this could be an explanation for. So,
All right.
some
well,
stuff that's gone down.
we're going to leave our listeners
Yikes.
with this cliffhanger, I guess.